Hi everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our show The Roaring Gunners from the City of Joy with Sauradeep from the Arsenal Bengal official supporters group. Hi bro, how are you?
Great man, how are you? Been
I'm good,
been
thanks.
very chilly here in Calcutta. How was it in London?
Yeah, it's all right, it's a bit cold, a bit rainy, but yeah, man, just excited. Big game for us tomorrow. I really can't wait for it. So excited for it. I'm really confident we're going to finally beat them at their ground. It's been 8 years now. 2014 was the last time. We're due to win there. We've got a much better team than at the moment. We've seen we're in great form this season. They started off the season well, but they've been struggling recently. So really confident we can beat them. But before I ask you your thoughts on the big North London derby tomorrow, let's start with our last game. So it was the FA Cup game against Oxford. First half wasn't the best of performances, but we got the job done. Second half, got 3 goals, comfortable win in the end. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was, typical FA Cup match, because we are going into a rather, comparatively lower league team, so you can always expect a hostile atmosphere, and it was exactly like that. We did struggle a bit. Arteta made some changes to the squad, but the way we played in the second half, it was a regulation performance, I believe. I think it's very important that Nketiah got his goals as well because, since Jesus' injury, he has done well and he continued that form, which is very good for us and well. A pretty regulation victory, I think, and now it's Man City up next, in the FA Cup. But our but what we have on our plate now is the next match. I think against Tottenham, and it will be a defining game for us. I believe a season defining match because there will be certain ramifications if we don't get that point. But very happy with the Oxford win. We move on, but it's all the concentration, all the focus is now to the North London derby.
Yeah, for sure. It's just important to get the job done. We know some of these ties in the FA Cup can be tricky. They're playing against a lower league opposition at their ground. It's just important we got the job done. It was great to see Nketiah get 2 goals. Took him really well. That's now 4 goals for him after the break for the World Cup, and him coming into the team to replace the injured Gabriel Jesus. So he's really looked good and looking sharp, banging in the goals.
Absolutely, it's always very important that he keep on scoring because Arteta has a lot of high hopes for him because he has always maintained that Nketiah is an excellent player. He does extremely well in the training. So we haven't seen that so far because he hasn't got a lot of chances. But the way he has started, it's very promising because you can see the certain aspects of his game which are really admirable because the way he takes, the way he is composer as well, because he was lacking that in the previous seasons, but this season you could see the way he finished the goals, the way his movement, everything is looking better. So yeah, fingers crossed. I hope he can take us to a certain level until Gabriel Jesus comes back. But yeah, definitely positive things from Nketiah.
Okay, man. So one more thing I want to speak to you about before we talk about the North London derby is the transfer news with us being strongly linked to Mudryk. We know it's been from the start of the transfer window, before the transfer window, the rumors were strong that we are going for him, and it's been said we've had 2 bids rejected. It's now being said that we put a third bid in, which is a higher amount with more add-ons, so getting closer to how much money they want for him. What's your thoughts on that
Yeah,
situation?
I think it's important because Mudryk, he's giving every indication that he wants to come to Arsenal because the way he has been giving his Instagram stories, if you see his Instagram stories, the way he's conducting all those things, it just looks extremely like that he wants to come to Arsenal. But if it's all about the money, I really don't know whether Shakhtar are still, they're still stuck with the 100 million euros on or something like that. But if we can get it down to 65, 70 million pounds, and that can be a good deal because I think Modric he's a top quality player. Let's be honest. And if people are saying that he may well be the next Pepe, but I really don't think it will be because Pepe didn't do Pepe was rapid, but Mudryk, along with his speed, he has skills as well. He has the ability to bamboozle defenders. So yeah, Mudryk will be a good deal, but the money that is very important because we really can't overpay at this very moment because in the summer, I think there has to be an injection of money as well to bring in some more players in the midfield, maybe a striker as well. But at this moment, Mudryk deal seems good. I'll be really happy if we get it done because we need a player. We really need a player at this moment to help us out because our squad is very thin, and the arrival of Mudryk will be really a positive thing for us.
Yeah, in terms of evaluation though, so from what I've been reading, it seems like Shakhtar are saying that they feel that it should be a similar price of what Man United paid to get Anthony. And I don't really understand their thinking on that because, with Anthony, he was a more well-known player, more established in the Ajax team. So where they're getting this thinking from, I don't know. But do you think that we should go up if needed to their valuation and pay what they're asking for?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because you can't really pay 100 million for 90 odd million pounds for an unproved player because he has done well in the Champions League, but his goals came against Celtic. He did well against Real Madrid, to be fair to him. But you just can't evaluate a player for 100 million for those couple of performances. He plays for Ukraine. He plays in the Ukrainian league. I really don't follow that. I really don't know how it is. But I'm really sure he's at least not in the level of the top five or top six leagues in the Europe. So no way we can play, whatever Shakhtar are demanding because I think this is a proper strategy from Shakhtar to hype his price. It's clear, it's as clear as daylight that they want to garner as much money as possible for Mudryk. But from Arsenal's point of view, I really don't think that we should be paying 100 million if they want that to get him because anything beyond 70 million, I think it is not necessary. 70 million still feels a lot, but you have to give the benefit of the doubt to the player because people are saying that he's a generational talent, he's a top-notch player, and the player himself wants to come to Arsenal as well. So yeah, maybe, but nothing more, nothing beyond 70 million. So we shouldn't be bowing down to Shakhtar. I think they should be dancing to our tunes because we are Arsenal. So let's not pay him 65, 70 million. That should be the maximum. Up anything beyond that, cut it.
Okay, yeah, let's hope we can get the deal done. So, North London Derby, bro. Big match, really excited. Before we actually talk about that, we normally would do this show before the weekend, but we're doing it a little bit later this week. We're doing it actually on the Saturday. So we've now seen the result between Man United and Man City. We knew that game was going to be really important in terms of the title race. And we've seen that Man United have beaten Man City 2-1. I didn't get to see much of that game. Did you see the whole game?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, so let me ask you, what were your thoughts? I've just seen the bits of it, highlights, and I've seen the goals and the result 2-1. So what were your thoughts on that game?
I think there are two sides of it. Yeah, United are really good, which is good, which is good thing for them, not good for us. And another thing is that Manchester City, they're vulnerable. They've shown United have shown that City can be breached, and City can be breached with ease because the two goals that they scored, it was kind of it was defensive lapse. I don't know, but quality of the player they are definitely. But you can see that City are not invincible, so they are not that at that level in terms of defensive line, in terms of defense that they were a few seasons back. So that is a message to everybody. But I think City have been vulnerable throughout the season. They have got some results. Okay, fine. They're still, but you can see they're still now 5 points behind. So I think I'll take it as a positive. The game was good for United, 2-1 to them, 3 points, which is great for their fans as well because now there's a 6 points behind us. So we have to capitalize. I think that's very important. But yeah, you can see it in two ways. Good for United, and also it opens up the thing a lot because City are not as damning as they were, in the past.
Yeah, for sure. I've been thinking through the season, City have looked shaky. We saw it before the international break, a few games before then. They were lucky to beat Leicester away. It was Fulham at home, and then they got that loss against Brentford. Then came back from international break. We saw them have that draw against Everton. Key thing for us as well, the two occasions where we really had a chance to take advantage of and slipping up, that loss against Brentford. We went to Wolves afterwards and got the 3 points to go 5 points clear. And then again, that draw they had against Everton, we went to Brighton, took opportunity to go at that point 7 points ahead of them. So now again, tomorrow is a great opportunity to take advantage of them slipping up. It's 5 points now. We could go 8 points ahead. So it's always a big game, regardless of the situation against Tottenham. But now with this result, it makes it an even bigger game. And the way we played this season in these situations, we took advantage each time. Let's hope we can do it again tomorrow. It's going to be difficult. We've not beaten them there at their ground since 2014. I'm hopeful and confident we can do it tomorrow. What's your thoughts?
I'll have to say that yeah, there is every chance that we come out with 3 points tomorrow because the way I've been playing and the way Spurs are playing as well, you can see complete contrasting, situations because first they started well, we started well as well, but they have completely gone off. You can see mistakes from Spurs everywhere. You can see the Yuri is making mistakes, defensive mistakes. Only player who is doing for them is still the age-old Harry Kane. So I only fear Harry Kane a bit because he has been scoring goals against us left, right, and center throughout the years. But apart from that, I'm very confident because all the players of ours will be, looking at the City game, the United Manchester Derby, and they'll be thinking, "Wow, this is our opportunity." Because previously things would have been different, but as far as I'm seeing this team, I think the mentality has completely changed. Their thought process, their approaches, the way they think about the games has completely changed under Miguel Arteta. I think they'll be seeing this as okay, this is a huge opportunity for us to go eight points clear of City. I think they'll be seeing like that, and I'm seeing like that as well because I know we haven't won a game at Tottenham since 2014. I think Rosicky scored that wonder goal in that match very early, but still, I think we are going to get the points. I think we are going to get 3 points.
Okay, what do you think is the key to us winning this game? Just looking back at when we played them there last season, we're a much better team now, we do know. And if you look at the personnel, we had Rob Holding in centre defence, and he really was struggling against the pace of Son. So now we got Saliba there, who's got a lot of pace, so he should be able to deal with Son. But looking at the tactics, we see like how Conte tried to set him up. They were trying to sit back a lot, trying to hit us on the break and use their pace. We're much better equipped to deal with them tactics now. But what do you think is the key for us in tomorrow's match to win it?
I think the key for us to play tomorrow is to be patient. I think because as you said, Conte will be definitely playing with the same setting in the defense approach. And what we have to do is that we really have to be alert in every situations because the transition in football is very important because when you are attacking, and I do believe we are going to get a lot of possession in the match, comparatively to the other big games. And if we suddenly lose concentration and they are good in counter attack, so we can't let that happen. And I think midfield battle is going to be very important as well because with Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, we do have a better midfield compared to them, but they will have to be at their game and they will have to feed off the likes of Saka's and Martinelli's and can provide something magic or something like Odegaard providing moment of magic. I think we'll be relying a lot on these things and we'll have to be patient. I think that's very important and we'll have to be very defensively sound, especially in the counter attack because I think the only strength that Tottenham have at this very moment is the way they counter attack and the way can suddenly from on the defense into attack and forward because they have some tasty players. We'll have to deal with that as well. But I think the key thing for us is we'll have to be patience while attacking and concentration when defending.
Okay, so what's your quick score prediction?
I'm gonna go with 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 to us.
Okay, that would be great. Let's hope we can get the win. So at this point, I normally ask you for predictions on some of the other big games. I would have, if we'd done the show earlier, as we would normally during the week, asked you your thoughts on the Man United Man City game. What was your thoughts before that game, though? What was your quick score for that one?
Because to be very honest, I think United have been playing well, man. You really just can't see that the way they were at the start of the season or the early half of the season. Things have changed, man. I think Eric Ten Hag, I think, said today that, or Bruno Fernandes, I don't know, remember who was telling that at, in the past or earlier this season, we were an individual. Now we're a team. They're playing like a team. So I was hoping at least a draw from United or maybe a win because I really was not seeing City getting a result, a positive result. I mean, 3 points. I was pretty confident that the United are going to get at least a draw. They were trailing, and then they came back and scored 2 goals in the champions. So that shows their metal as well. Bit the way Rick Ten Hag has instilled that metal. So I would have gone with draw probably to you because that would have been the perfect result for us. But United winning is, I won't say it's the worst result of it, but you have to now realize that United are really really on the way up. I think if they continue like this, because the things that I'm seeing on the field and also in the team, because I was, as I told you, yes, last season every time that although we are not getting the results, although we are not having the, although we're not in the Champions League, we messed up in the last few matches last season. But I think the mentality, the approach of the players, the way the players are playing for the manager really caught my eye. I think, suddenly in this United team, you can see that the players are really playing for the manager. So yeah, it's great for them, not so good for us. But we really don't have to care about any other team because if we can continue doing our
Bro,
job,
we ain't got to worry about them. So if we win tomorrow, we beat them next week. It's 12-point lead again over them. I know it's six at the moment, but we do have a game in hand tomorrow. So we win tomorrow, we beat them next Sunday here. It's 12 points. So
absolutely,
don't got to
absolutely.
worry about
So
them.
I think this is massive. Now the players know this as well because if we get win tomorrow and then if we beat United at the Emirates, I think we will have a lot of daylight between the pack, the so-called top four pack, and that is very important because if things go wrongly, you can see it goes down to a 3 point lead. So yeah, that is going to be a 6 pointer, next week against United, that's for sure. But for now, I think we'll have to concentrate on Makan and Derby because we haven't won it there for a long time. I think we won a EFL Cup game, in 2015 or 16. I don't remember. Marcus Flamini scored 2 goals, 2 great goals. The second goal was super
2015.
from him as well. 15, yeah, I think it was 15, as I was saying. But since then, in every competition we have struggled. I think we have played only in the Premier League there. But apart
It's
from
due,
that, I
bro.
think
It's
it
due.
will
We
be,
haven't. It's due. It's gonna happen 12. We haven't won in their new stadium as well yet. So that's another
yeah,
thing we're gonna
absolutely.
be doing. So yeah, let's hope tomorrow's gonna
Yeah,
be the day, bro. Tomorrow. So look, the 3 o'clock games have just kicked off. I don't know if you've seen any of the scores yet. So I was gonna ask you for your prediction on Brighton versus Liverpool, but it's 20 minutes in. So have you seen the score of that one yet?
no, I'm gonna go
All
with
right. So
Brighton
go on, give
1,
me your
Liverpool
prediction.
nil,
Yeah, give me your prediction. I haven't
1
seen
nil.
the score either. I haven't seen the score. What's your prediction for Brighton Liverpool?
1-0 to Brighton. I'm gonna go with 1-0 to Brighton. Apart whatever happening at that club, because I think Leandro Trossard is going to leave the club because what has happened with him and Roberto De Zerbi. But still, I think Brighton will go side and they can get a win.
Okay, and then tomorrow Chelsea are playing Crystal Palace. Chelsea seem to be in some serious
In
disarray.
disarray, man.
They're
Absolutely,
really in trouble.
absolutely.
What's your
You
thoughts on
know,
that
they paid 11 million for loan for 6 months, not even a season, for 6 months. Not even 6 months, 5 months. Look what happened. I think this is the beauty of football, isn't it? Because I think Joe Felix, I think he got injured as well. I was just reading somewhere that he's getting injured. He got injured and he may will be out for 3 or 4 weeks. So that is huge problem for this. I think they're very poor. I think Crystal Palace is going to get a result. I think at least they're going to get a draw because I don't see Chelsea winning. I really don't see anyone scoring goals for them because you can see Havertz struggling, Orba shit,
one?
Sterling injured. Who are there? Who's there? Broha injured, bro. I think they have a lot of injuries as well. 8 or 9 players injured. Kante, Broha, everybody, many players apart from them as well injured. Reece James, all these players are injured. I think that has taken a toll as well. But they are really struggling at the moment. I don't see them getting a win. I'm gonna go with a 1-2 win for Crystal Palace. I'm gonna go 2-1 Crystal Palace.
Okay, and then Newcastle are playing Fulham tomorrow. I don't like to consider Newcastle as a rival after seeing their performance against us like a couple of weeks back. It was disgraceful. As I was saying to you at the time after the game, like this is a team that's third in the Premier League. They're coming here and playing like a relegation team, just defending the whole game, time wasting, fouling. all the things you don't expect to see is from a team that is, right up towards the top of the Premier League. But yeah, they are still in fourth place now at the moment after Man United won today, and 9 points behind us. They got Fulham at home. Your thoughts on that one?
I'm gonna go with the Newcastle victory. I think it's 1-0 or 2-0 to Newcastle. I don't think Fulham getting it. And
Okay.
although they did win against Fulham are playing, Fulham are playing Newcastle playing Fulham.
Yeah, it's at Newcastle's home, yeah.
Fulham just but Fulham just won against Chelsea, isn't it?
Yeah, they're playing again. That was an extra game they had, a midweek game that they
Okay,
had to
okay,
catch up
okay,
with
okay.
a game that.
Okay, okay, so Chelsea are playing as well. Yeah, I just it just caught me. I got confused. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna go with the Newcastle win. I don't think Fulham can get.
Okay. So, bro, I'm hoping when I see you on next week's show, we both have massive smiles. We're super happy. 8 points clear
Yeah,
at the top of the Premier League, having beaten our North
sure,
London
man.
rivals. Let's hope we can do it. Come on, boys. We can do this.
Come on, Arsenal. We can really come on.
Thanks for your time, bros.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it very much. Take care, and hopefully we can get 3 points. You're going to the you are going towards the match.
No, I wish, bro. I wish couldn't get tickets for that one. It's so hard to get tickets for away games,
Yeah,
especially that one. It's really hard. But yeah, no, I'll be
man.
watching it on
You,
TV.
man.
Come on, boys. We can do this. So
Yeah,
that's all from
yeah, absolutely.
us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.